Gloria Steinem and the Women's Liberation Movement. Let's just work. Okay.
Door closed.
Thank you so much. Okay. My name is Gloria Steinem. I'm a writer, a feminist, and an all-around civil rights activist. Now, before I get any farther, I just want to make one thing clear. A common misconception is that feminists are man-haters. Now, we do not, by any means, hate men. We, as a group, do not have any particular issue with men. We simply want to have the same rights as men in every way possible. We also want to include as many people as we can in the movement. Another common misconception is that feminists are all white, heterosexual, married women. This is so far from the truth. Some of my closest friends and colleagues in the movement, not to mention some of the most influential figures in the movement, happen to be women of color, lesbians, and even men. Now, when I look back at my early career and think about the women's movement back when I started out as a writer and look at where we are now, I am completely in awe at the progress we have made. By no means are we done, but I think it's a pretty darn good start. My name is Gloria Steinem, and I was a Playboy bunny. I became a bunny as a social experiment to show how women in the workplace are treated when they work at places like the Playboy Club. Now, I'm sure that many of you just made assumptions, even judgments about me because of that career choice. After long nights lacking tips and uncomfortable costumes to harassment and downright unhealthy work conditions, that job gave me extensive insight into the bad conditions that women have to endure around the world, even in New York City in front of everyone's eyes. This is an actual excerpt from a Playboy advertisement. Whether serving drinks, snapping pictures, or greeting guests at the door, the Playboy Club is the stage. The bunnies are the stars. After facing the jeers from club patrons, suffering swollen feet, and later even being subject to a libel case in a court of law that came with writing the essay, "I Was a Playboy Bunny," that job, I've not only felt what I expected to feel when I started the assignment, but I've learned so much more about women. Even if we don't all wear the costume, all women really are to some men are bunnies. My name is Gloria Steinem, and I am proud to say that I am now a co-founder of Ms. Magazine. In just the past few years since it was founded, Ms. has made so much progress in the women's movement. By writing about touchy and controversial topics, we have opened people's eyes. We, the women at Ms., joined together with the National Organization for Women for a successful 2-year campaign, and for the first time in history, Little League Baseball allowed girls to join local teams. We opened up uncomfortable or inappropriate topics, such as that of my piece, "If Men Could Menstruate," which discussed how, in a world where men had monthly menstrual cycles instead of women, they would have many more benefits and would probably even be envied by some women for it. The women's movement is finally taking big steps, and Ms. Magazine is helping us move a lot faster than before. My name is Gloria Steinem, and my book, Outrageous Acts and Everyday Rebellions, has just been put in print. It's a collection of essays that I've written over time. The first and arguably best-known essay is "I Was a Playboy Bunny." That essay was the turning point in my career and is one of the most important by far in my book. The women's movement and Ms. Magazine are making such a difference in the world. For the first time in history, a female astronaut from the United States went to space. Sally Ride made it on the cover of Ms. Magazine. We exposed unjust sweatshop and factory conditions and the growing rate of sexual assault around the world. The women's movement is moving faster than ever. My name is Gloria Steinem, and my book, Revolution from Within, A Book of Self-Esteem, has just been published. I think that people, women and men alike, should learn more about self-esteem. Self-esteem can be very empowering. Many men already have plenty of it. Self-esteem isn't necessarily a negative trait, but people tend to abuse it. Let's say a man thinks that a woman has low self-esteem. He will think she is less powerful. Coming back to the earlier bunny theory, it would be far easier to treat a woman with low self-esteem like a bunny and objectify her. There was once, when I was a young kid, I had one specific time when my self-esteem as a writer was completely shot. My elementary school teacher accused me of plagiarism because of my advanced level of writing in a poem about Thanksgiving. As ridiculous as it may sound, it made me completely stop writing for a while. Now, I've recently noticed some tension between housewife feminists and those of us who choose not to marry and or have children. Now, I myself don't see myself doing any of those things in the near future, but I think that as long as you fight for the cause and are respectful towards other feminists, you're just as much of a feminist as anyone else. My name is Gloria Steinem, and I am yet again amazed at how far we have come. I can now say that I was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2014 by President Barack Obama. My book, Gloria Steinem, My Life on the Road, is coming out this October. For the first time in history, a woman ran as a major candidate for presidency 2 terms ago. However, there are still things we need to change. Women need better representation in politics. The LGBT community needs better representation in politics. People of color need better representation in politics. We need better reproductive rights because the rates heightened and then fell. However, I do think that, that we should give ourselves a big pat on the back for getting this far. My name is Hannah Dunton. I am 13 years old and I am a feminist.